Today we are making applesauce, and I posted an Instagram story about it, and I had several people asking, please make a video about it. If you guys did not see, I have made peach jam and peaches that I filmed, so go check those videos out. But today we are doing applesauce, and I've never done applesauce, so it's pretty simple from all of the videos that I have watched and people that I talked to. You can add a lot more things to it or make it as simple as just applesauce. So we're gonna start. I'm doing pints today. So I hand wash these in hot soapy water and I'm letting them air dry. And in my dishwasher, I've got roughly 20 pints. We should be able to use most of these. So I'm gonna start the dishwasher now. This is going to sanitize the jars, and you, at least when I do the jam, you want the jars to be pretty warm when adding the hot product inside of it. So these will be nice and hot by the time we add the applesauce to it. So we need a bunch of apples. My neighbor has an apple orchard. Jared, if you can see, Jared, oh wait, where's your apple sign? Here. So speaking of apple orchard, we were at church. Jared does the singing time for all of the kids. So he did this, and then after church, this lady had tons of apples out of her truck and she was giving them away. And I was like, oh, I wonder if Jared, it had nothing to do with Jared's song.
It was a crazy random happenstance.
Okay, so what was this?
So I teach kids music at our church, and this apple tree, the kids will come and pick an apple, and on the back side, there's a word. And they will then take this word and remove it from the lyrics on the board.
Oh,
so
fun.
It's just a fun way to memorize the music a little bit easier.
Oh, that's cute.
It was just a crazy random happenstance that I made an apple tree, and then our friends just happened to have a bunch of apples for all of us in their truck from their apple orchard.
And I did buy a bag of another type so that the applesauce could be a blend of two different kinds. And so I'm going to put them in my sanitized sink, and we are going to wash them. And then I've got my lemon juice to add to the jars when the time comes to preserve them. So we're gonna come over here and get ready to wash them. Tomorrow we are going to do apple pie filling. And so I've got my stuff for tomorrow to do the apple pie filling. Am I crazy? And then these quart jars are for the apple pie. So I'm like organizing as we go. Okay, then over here, we've got our water bath, which pretty much you just steam the apples, mash them, and then put them in your water bath and boil them for however many minutes wherever you live based on elevation, roughly 20 minutes here. I'll double check that. So this is going outside because last time I did it inside, it was just a lot. So then I grabbed my stainless steel huge stock pot. I am going to put it on my back burner, and we are going to wash and core my apples, toss them in here. We're not peeling them. Usually I would want to do that, but everyone I'm talking to, they're like, don't peel the apples, it's gonna be great, and it's gonna turn to mush anyway, and just keep it. So that's what we're gonna try today. Let's wash our apples.
That's so bad. You're gonna have to do it again. That was so bad.
You should keep that for sure. Our peeler was going way too slow. It did create a beautiful apple though. So we didn't skin them, but we did mostly the peeler, and now I'm getting real tired of it. So I'm just cutting a few, coring them like this, throwing them in another pot. And just to keep the coloring, I've got cold water with lemon juice, but when I'm all done coring all my apples, I'm going to empty all of the water and put a fresh cup of water at the bottom of each pot because you don't want a lot of water. So we'll just do like a cup of water, all the apples, and we'll like steam them. We're not gonna like boil them and go crazy. We just want them to soften up. So we'll put that on the stove, let them soften, and then at that point, blend it however you want. Throw them in a blender. I have a little immersion blender, so I'll just do that in the pot itself. We have all of our apples cored, ready to go in their stock pots. We have just a tiny bit, like a half a cup of water in the pots to not scald our apples. And in 20 minutes, they will start to soften and they will be ready to blend to then put in our jars. So in 20 minutes, there will be a lot more liquid from the apples. So just kind of stir occasionally and we'll just wait.
1 nap later.
After what seems to be an hour of these apples steaming, come look at them. They are mushy and ready to blend. Sorry. Now that your applesauce is blended exactly how you want, you can put them in the jars as is. You don't need to add anything except a little bit of lemon juice. This is required because this is what will help preserve it. So for each pint, you do a tablespoon. If you do a quart, you'll do 2 tablespoons per jar. I tasted this and I felt like it needed to be a lot sweeter. You could do maple syrup, you could add cinnamon, vanilla, regular sugar, whatever you want. We're gonna do a cup of sugar and we're gonna blend it, we're gonna taste test it, and then we might add more or we might do a little bit of vanilla. So let's just blend this sugar real quick. We ended up doing 2 cups of sugar with all of this applesauce and it was perfect. We don't want to add anything else. My kids don't really want cinnamon in it. I kind of want to try vanilla, but this is good as is and I don't want to mess it up. I think it's perfect. So we're not going to touch it. Maybe one day I'll get brave, but for my first go around, I'm happy with that. So once it's the flavor you want, we are ready to put them in our bottles. We are gonna put a tablespoon of lemon juice in each pint. These pints are fresh out of the dishwasher, so they are sanitized and they are hot. Oh, and then we can take and scoop it into our jars. Make sure to leave plenty of room so it doesn't like boil over in the canning process. That looks perfect. Debubble it. Take a clean rag with some vinegar or water. I like to do vinegar. Wipe the edges off so they're nice and clean. We have our sanitized lid and you only screw it just a little bit like that, and then they're ready to go in their water bath that we will do in a little bit when this is all ready. I have 18 pints ready to go. Our water bath is boiling. Based on our elevation, these are going in the water bath for 20 minutes. Woo! So we might have to add more water. My glasses. Nope, actually, that's perfect. Okay, ready? Shoo! Okay. Now don't tip. So it's when it starts boiling, you start the timer. So set your timer for 20 minutes.
Hey,
thank you.
You did great.
I'm sweating.
I hope we have enough propane.
Me too. My glasses!
You got that okay?
Yep. Don't tip, don't think, don't breathe. I don't even have shoes on. Woo, I'm sweating. Okay, next back pen.
You got muscles.
We're gonna move them over here to cool down. How's your hip?
I was waiting for you to smile. I'm like doing ninja walking.
Well, you are. I was just trying to be.
You're cute.
Am I cute? Am I?
Let's get
Really?
Let's get another angle of you.
You're so
it's done.
Is it?
I think. I don't know.
I think
I could be wrong.
I'm just playing.
I
They're
know.
cute. So now these sit here for just, 24 hours to cool off. So tomorrow morning, I will check them by making sure all of these are sealed. And as if you push it down and it pops and it didn't seal. So honestly, I've been hearing them pop like crazy. So we're just gonna let them sit, cool down. And in the morning, I'll write the year on top, just like I did my peach jam, just like I did my peaches. And this section will be all apples. Oh, I'm sweating. And then I think it would be fun to get back into doing freeze-dried strawberries because my kids love eating those. I've just kind of been having fun this year, doing some canning. Every year since we've been married, we either would go help like my family do it or we would do it on our own, but not like this year. We've done a lot. So we're gonna do applesauce today, and then tomorrow this will be apple pie filling. And we probably won't do a lot of apple pie filling, maybe like 6 to 10 quarts, so we can have like 10 pies this season. Though I think I make one of the best fresh apple pies. I love making apple pie, but I think this will be fun to have and to do and use up the apples that we have. I like doing the water bath. You do water bath with like fruit, jams, applesauce, peach pie filling, but you would get the pressure cooker out if you do like vegetables. So any type of vegetables, pasta sauce, salsa. I did salsa one year and I filmed it. I will link that as well. That was really fun. I didn't do it again because I felt like the salsa was really sweet. Jared's mom just did some salsa, so I'll have to try it. And if I love it, which I'm sure I will, maybe I'll get her recipe and do it. But this has been super fun to do. Thanks for hanging out with us. I literally am like a ball of sweat. We're gonna clean up the kitchen. Kids are gonna get home from school and then I crash and then they probably wonder, what does mom do all day? She's like half asleep when they leave and then like half asleep when they come back. But like this took all my energy. Thank you guys for watching and I will see you in my next video for apple pie filling.